stuff, right? See? So then when you watch, like say you go to a guru or something, or some teacher, or facilitator, whatever, and they're talking away and they're doing their show. All right, so they're doing their show. Good. Everybody's got a show. Now, you listen and say, oh, those are good words. Those are right words. Yeah, okay, good. I believe those things. That sounds really good. All right. Do they know what they're talking about? Well, I like it. I don't care if you like it. Do they know what they're talking about? In other words, are they coming from experience or consciousness, or are they coming from a belief system that you like? See, those are two different things. Those are completely different worlds. And so you say, well, but that sounds good. You know? Oh, that even sounds like Ralston. I don't know. Usually when somebody says, "Oh no, you should look, they're like you. They're talking like you," I look like that's no. They're not even doing the same work. But they can't see it. See, they can't see it. They can't see that they're not doing the same work. I don't have a problem with their work. Sounds good. All right. You know, maybe they look like they experience what they're doing. See, but people can't tell the difference. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing something else. They're doing something. See, you just a few words. You see. You got a few words. Oh yeah, that word. Oh good, yeah, Ralston said that word. Must be the same. I've said a lot of words, so you could probably find anybody on the street and say, oh, you must be doing the same thing as Ralston. He said that word too. You see, and then you listen, you watch them, and I've seen it many times. See, and there's two basic considerations to me when you're listening to a guru or teacher of some kind, facilitator, whatever it's called. You see, when you're looking at that and you're paying attention, first of all, are they experiencing it, or are they telling you a belief system, something that they learned or something they made up? You see, and you can tell. You can tell. You say, well, how could I tell? Pay attention. See, because the presentation comes out differently when they're coming from consciousness, when they're coming from experience. They will speak differently, even if they're using the same words. Understand? It will come out differently. They'll respond to things differently, even if they're using the same words. I mean, some people are very intelligent, very clever, and they've got a very complex belief system, and they can, handle all this stuff and talk intelligently, all this stuff, because they've worked it all out in their mind. You see? And they're very good. They've got it all formulated. They don't have the experience that they're speaking about. They probably wish they did, or even think they do. See, but they don't. See, it's the belief system, and if you listen, it will sound differently. That's a distinction one should make. You can hear the difference. The other thing, too, is when all is said and done, and they have, given their performance, whatever, done their communication, etc. Then you ask basically something like, does it make a difference? See? Have I learned anything from this? Has this empowered me? Or is the work that they're doing for that end, for me to become more conscious of something, or for anybody to become more conscious of something? Or is it just a rap I'm supposed to like? Or is it just a belief system I'm supposed to be engaged with? Is this entertainment? Am I supposed to be fascinated by this? And then, woo, I love all this spiritual thing. Oh, it's so nice, Okay, good. That is horseshit. All right? See, if you hear the question, I don't mind. Hey, you want to go for some entertainment? Go for some entertainment. If spiritual stuff is entertaining to you and you like a good showman, great. But, call it for what it is. That's another axiom in Cheng-Shin. Always call it for what it is. See, not what it's not. So when you ask, see, is the communication valid in itself, in its communication? See, is it serving a purpose that is empowering, so to speak? See, does it make a difference in anybody's lives? Does it increase any consciousness, etc.? Whatever. See, if the answer to that, when you kind of just strip away all the fancy talk and all the nice things you heard, and say, if the answer to that is no, that puts it in a very different category. That's entertainment. That's what that is. That's all you're doing is entertaining yourself. Nothing wrong with that. We entertained ourselves last night. Okay? But that's what that is, see. That's not the function of a teacher or a facilitator or a guru. That's not the function. The function is to serve. The function is to have something happen in the people listening or participating or doing the practice, whatever it is. Yeah? Yeah. So, these kinds of distinctions I think are useful to make.